Hello, welcome back for part two. Really sorry that I forgot my sponsors at the top. So Grays Hockey, anyone interested in a 15% off discount code, do get in touch through the comments. I'll be able to drop that off to you in case you're thinking about purchasing any new hockey equipment for the upcoming seasons. So scrolling down, the Venn diagram question, I spent a bit of time on it, part B. Both of my answers are correct. Okay, so if you've put either of those two, you're fine. I was well happy with that. Okay, down we go. Question 6. Let me just fold my keyboard away as we prepare for this one. So, on Wednesday, the price of 1 litre of petrol was 1.26. So, 1 litre equaled £1.26. The price of petrol on Wednesday was 5% more than the price of petrol on Monday. Okay, so calculate the price of 30 litres on the Monday. So Monday saw a 1.05 increase, and that gave us 126. So to find the Monday price, we need to do £1.26 divided by the 1.05. Calculator at the ready. I've got it next to me this time. So dividing it, 1.2, nice and easy. Finally, 1.2 times by 30 gives us the cost. It's £36. Okay, that's question 17. Question 6 done. Question number 7 on the shaded region R, shown in the diagram, is bounded by the straight line with the equation y equals 3x minus 2 and by two other straight lines. Write down the three inequalities that define region R. So the first one, we've got y, and these will go on the answer line. I'm just writing them here. And then 3x minus 2. Now, because this is below that line, the values underneath it will be less than the values of the line. And therefore, y is going to be greater than, no, less than, get it the right way around, less than 3x minus 2. So if I say, oh, this one satisfies it, well, 4, when we put it in, is 10, but we've said that y is 5. So that's less than. If we said this one, well, when x is 2, y is 4, we've got y is 2 there, so it's going to be less than. Okay, the next one, we've got the line x, and x is going to be less than 3 because it goes through the axes at 3. And then we've got y, and y is going to be greater than 1. So they're the three inequalities we're looking at. Nice question, that. Okay, question 8. The table gives the length of the coastline in kilometres of each of 5 oceans. Which ocean has the greatest length of coastline? So these two have got the biggest powers of 5. So we'll say the Pacific, because once we've narrowed it down to 2, that's the biggest number. Okay, calculate the difference between the length of the Atlantic Ocean's coastline and the length of the Southern Ocean. So Atlantic, get rid of this, come on. So 1.119 times 10 to the power of 5 minus the Southern Oceans, which is here. Now, I'm going to convert this so that they're both 10 to the power of 5. Now, I've made that number 10 times bigger, so the next one needs to be 10 times smaller. Now we subtract, so 1.119 minus 0.1797 gives me, oh, no, why did you do that? 0.9393 times 10 to the power of 5. If we times this one now by 10, we've got to divide this one by 10, giving us 9.3393 times by 10 to the power of 4. Done. Okay, solve. We need to factorize. This is an easy one. X at the front, X at the front. Two numbers that multiply to make 20 and combine to make 21. Of course, it's going to be 20 and 1. Signs, we need a positive outcome when we multiply, but a negative when we add, so they have to both be negative. And therefore, x equals 1 or x equals 20, because we're finding the value of x that will make the bracket equal to 0. So when it multiplies the other number, the outcome is 0. Now, my group will say, well, you just take the numbers and swap the signs. Yes, you do. When it's just an x in front, that's exactly what you do. Okay, question 21. This is the last question. It's a nice paper, this one. A mathematics teacher at a school asked a group of students how far in kilometres each student had travelled to get to school that day. The table gives information about the answers. The teacher calculated that an estimate for the mean distance travelled by the whole group of students was 4.25. Work out the value of x. Okay, so we have got 1 times x. This has got a midpoint of 3, of 5, of 7, of 9. So 3 times 11 is 33. 5 times 8 is 40. 7 times 6 is 42. And 9 times 5 is 45. I'm just going to add all of those up. So 33 plus 40 plus 42 plus 45 gives me x plus 160. It's then divided by the sum of all the frequencies. 11 plus 8 plus 6 plus 5. That gives me 30. So x plus 30. And that's going to equal 4.25. So now we've got our equation. We can start to solve it and find out what x is. X plus 160 will equal 4.25 open bracket x plus 30. So we have multiplied by the denominator to get that out of the way. Next, we're going to expand the bracket. So 4.25x plus, and then 4.25 times by 30 is 127.5. Subtract that, and I'm going to subtract the x at the same time. So 3.25x, 160 take away 127.5 gives me 32.5. You can see this is going to be a nice number. Divided by 3.25, and x is equal to 10. Done. Okay, that's the paper done. Good luck for your exams. Make sure to watch all the videos. Actually, just watching these videos will help you with your revision. So all the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.